is, man. Hanging out here in San Antonio, doing San Antonio things. 2-0 in the house, hanging out with the RGV.
The Coyote is the official mascot. I kind of feel like you're the unofficial fan mascot.
I love the Coyote to death, man. If you're a diehard Spurs fan, if you're a San Antonian, you have to love the Coyote. The difference is that the Coyote cannot sit down and have 3 shots of tequila and a Stella with you.
Right about that.
I can.
You're right about that. On this episode of 3 Shots, 3 Questions, we are being blessed with Spurs Jesus.
Cheers, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Well, you know, it was a sign that you were supposed to be on the show. I went to a restaurant. I ordered some tacos.
Perfect, man.
And it looked like you, I thought. So I thought it was a sign. I thought I'd take the show on the road, make a trip to San Antonio, and
We'll do
3 Shots, 3 Questions with Spurs Jesus.
That's definitely a sign and definitely a blessing having you here in San Antonio, man.
Man, thanks for having me. Let's get into this, right?
Yeah, dude.
All right, shot number 1.
I still got the Fiesta hangover.
I am a little hungover myself too, but
All right, down the hatch. To the Spurs.
go Spurs, go. Question number 1, what's the fan love like?
Man, the fan love is great in San Antonio. I mean, it's rare to go somewhere where when I'm in full on gear and people don't know, who I am. It's pretty interesting. Like recently we had the King William Fair Parade and we drove my vehicle through the King William Fair Parade here down in Southtown, and it was crazy, man. There was a few thousand people there, and everybody from young kids to grandparents kind of knew who Spurs Jesus was, and we're snapping photos and yelling and cheering it on. So it was cool, man. It's awesome. San Antonio's great.
Let's move on to the second shot.
All right.
I'm telling you, it hits you quick.
Don't threaten me with a good time, dude.
Right.
Game time.
Cheers.
Get well soon, Tony. Ooh, good stuff.
Yeah.
Wash that
Yeah, I
down.
know. I'm
Gotta
gonna
wash
wash
that
that down. I feel like it's only fitting that Jesus be drinking out of a Stella Artois chalice.
Good stuff, man. Love me some Stella. Anything with gold on it is great. Makes me think of the Larry O'Brien trophy. You know what it is.
Question number 2. What is your most memorable Spurs game experience as Spurs Jesus?
Man, that is really hard to say. Second row for Game 5 during the NBA Finals when we beat LeBron James and the Miami Heat. And I was actually right next to the Miami Heat bench. And so I actually got to talk to LeBron, and I had these glasses that had the Larry O'Brien trophies on them, and I kept doing this to LeBron. And when we won, this organization actually invited me to go stand on the court with the players when they hoisted the trophy up. And I actually got to catch confetti, and they actually brought me one of the championship hats when they handed the hats to the players. And even cooler, I got to be standing right with all the silver dancers. So I was with all the cheerleaders, that was great.
Third shot, third question.
Here we go. 3 shots that fast, man. That'll cure your hangover right away.
Yeah, or
Has anybody spewed on your show?
not yet.
No?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Well, not today, my
Not
friend.
today. All right, so question number 3. You are a diehard Spurs fan. It's like a religion to you. Pun intended, actually.
Yeah, pun intended.
All-time 5 starting lineup Spurs. Who does Spurs Jesus pick on that last starting lineup?
Fucking hard, bro. Definitely going D-Rob, David Robinson. I'm going Tim Duncan. After that, I'm going Kawhi. Got to put Kawhi in there.
A new one.
I don't know. I love you, Sean Elliott, but I don't know.
He was so clutch.
I still gotta go Tony. Tony in his prime is a decorated champion. And then I'm sorry, I still just gotta go Manu in his prime. I mean, that's a pretty solid starting lineup right there. I mean, there's other players that I love. I love Boban Marjanovic. He was freaking giant. I mean, he was our giant. I would have him as our 6th man, I think.
Okay, so who are the 5? We got D-Rob.
David Robinson, Tim Duncan. So we start off with the Twin Towers. They got to be in there. Then we got Kawhi Leonard. Then we got Tony in his prime, Manu Ginobili in his prime.
Spurs Jesus, thank you for joining me on 3 Shots, 3 Questions.
Thanks for having me.
This is definitely a one-of-a-kind interview, and hey.
I gotta say at the beginning of the interview, I feel so much better now at the end of the interview. That happened so fast, and now I feel great.
I don't feel hungover anymore.
I know, man. All right, let's go party to the Riverwalk.